Hi, this is the Door and Signal channel. This is my first video for a while because my other camera broke and I didn't feel like buying another one. So we have a new camera. We're going to make some new videos. This one's going to be about buying used tools and saving some money and maybe kind of what to look for if you're buying some new tools. I mean, you can always buy stuff at Harbor Freight. You know, the quality, I mean, it's a mixed bag at Harbor Freight. Some stuff is halfway decent, you know, to get the job done. I wouldn't recommend probably anything other than hand tools for maybe professional jobs, but around the house, most stuff is all right there, I guess. You know. But if you want something better that's going to last in that, probably buy, you know, DeWalt, Porter Cable, any of that stuff. What I want to talk about today, though, is some decent tools you can buy at either yard sales or auctions. You know, stuff's out there. I bought this one at a yard sale, this grinder, angle grinder. It's a Porter Cable. As you can see, the price is still on there, $15. It is missing a few things, which it's missing the handle to give you a better grip, and it's missing the safety guard, which if you're careful, you don't need that. To wear safety goggles while you use this thing. Keep the blade, you know, if you're grinding something at this angle, you don't want to put your face over this. That way, if this blade explodes, it doesn't go right in your face. You want to hold it off to the side. That way, it doesn't kill you or hurt you or whatever. Because this spins at about, I think, like 10,000 RPMs. This one says 11,000. So, I mean, yeah, just keep out of the way of that. I have another one of these that has a handle, or, I mean, you probably can buy a handle fairly cheap on eBay or Amazon or something for this. But for $15, I found this. I was like, I can't beat that for a Porter Cable. I mean, yeah, it's a little beat up in that, but these things last. They're good name brand tool. So I tested it out before I bought it. Seemed fine. So, you know, I took a risk with that, I guess. The other one I bought here was the Worm Drive Skill Saw. This is good, like if you have some real hard wood, like ash or oak, or some real hard stuff you're cutting, because the worm drive will give the motor a little bit more power and the blade to cut through stuff. This one I bought at auction, I think for $5, $7, something like that. It wasn't very much, and the reason it wasn't very much is it didn't have a blade in it. It had everything else here that you can see. It had the cord and the handle on that, but it didn't have the blade. So I was like, blades aren't that bad. I'll get a new blade. The blade on here cost me more than the whole saw did. This is one of those, blast, I can't remember the name. They're those Diablo ones. The reason I paid a little bit more and bought this blade is I read some review on it or something. And it was like, got really good reviews. My table saw was binding a lot with the blade that came with it. So I was like, oh, I'll get one of those blades. So I put one of these on my table saw, and it just blew me away. It's so good. I'm sure if you go Home Depot or whatever, you can figure it out because it's the only red blade they sell. It's worth the money. This one, I think, was $20 or $40, I forget. But it's worth money. It doesn't grab the wood. It won't kick back on you. It cuts through wood like butter. You know, I haven't used the saw a lot, so I don't know how long the blade will last. I haven't worn it out, as you can see, but it works fine. No problems. Invest the money, pay 40 bucks for the blade or whatever, and you will not be sorry with that. There are a few little issues with this one, but as you can see, it's an older skill saw. Worm drive ones are really decent. I like them because they power through stuff. They're heavier. This one's skill saw 7 1/4 77 there. This one probably had a good bit of use. The plastic handle on top here has been repaired once with some JB Weld. The back handle was broke here, and I used some epoxy, and the cord protector is cracked, which I still need to repair that. But I mean, it's made solid, metal housing, everything works on it. Guy bought a new one, sure. And it probably been, I don't know, $200-300. So what, I got less than 50 bucks here, and I got a decent saw. I mean, if you're a professional, you probably want to buy a brand new one, and you know, your workers will bust it up or whatever. But for home use, this is fine for me. I use it here and there, and I didn't have to pay a fortune for it. You know, but that's basically what I need to still do with this. Since it is a worm drive, it has an oil reservoir here, and I want to open this up and change the oil, because probably whoever owned this never did it. You can see it leaking out here. Not bad, but it's got some, just not even wet, it's just, you know, some moisture from the oil came out and the sawdust stuck to it. But overall, it's good. Skills makes decent stuff. You know, you can buy Harbor Freight stuff like this, you know, probably for 70 or 80 bucks. This is better quality, even though it's used, even though it's probably had some heavy use. This is your better bet, I think. You know, there's tools out there. Harbor Freight, I think, you know, hand tools are probably okay. You can't really mess those up too bad. It's just what it is, you know. That's pretty much it. My little video here on how to save some money on some used tools.